Hey everybody, we're back with more. I almost said Path of Exile, but no, we're back with more Terraria. And our goal today is very simple. There's a bunch of bottles. We are going to take this vile powder and this rotten chunk, and we are going to kick the crap out of our good friend, the Eater of Worlds, which I'm not sure why you'd call him our good friend, because he's trying to eat the world. Now I have some buff potions here. Thorns, regeneration, iron skin. I'm just going to do that the first time. And part of that's just to ensure my success. It's not a very difficult fight, but it is certainly one that you got to stay on your toes because it does involve a lot of movement. So what the Eater of Worlds is pretty much a worm that comes out of the ground, and he's in a bunch of segments. You can see I made a little shortcut here. And all you got to do is kill all the segments. The front and back segments have more. Let's see here, 30 vile powder, 15 rotten chunks. Alright, so I'm going to need to farm some more if I want to fight him again. That's okay, because at least I can fight him once, and we will save that until we are in the arena. Now, the arena that you want to make is one where you can go from multiple platforms. And I think I am actually going to chop down a few more trees here, just to give myself one more tier to go up. Because I'd rather be safe on that than not safe. Dare I say it, even sorry on that. And it's not going to take too much extra wood to do that. So bear with me while I chop this stuff up. This is going to be kind of a short additional video to the last episode. I'd almost want to call it a second part to the episode, but because I did have a recording error where I am playing in windowed mode, and maybe I should be in full screen mode instead, but I did accidentally click and change the size of the window during one fight when I was recording before, and that caused my video to say, I don't want to render anymore, and your file's corrupted. So thanks, Bandicam. You're a good, stable program, but not when that happens. So we're progressing through Terraria. I do know where the dungeon is, but after I'm able to farm the Eater of Worlds a few times, and I may do that on camera, I may do that off camera, I do want to show at least the first fight of each boss on camera, for the ones that you can fight multiple times, which most of the bosses you can fight multiple times. I think this tree is going to be enough. I've killed enough trees here. I'll make my way across the world here. We're just heading right back into the snowy area. Actually, why am I doing this when I can just shortcut? Yeah, here we are. In case you missed it last time, I made a small house right next to the corruption. That's just to make it easier for me to move, and I'll actually make other spawn points as needed because I farmed the materials for that off camera. It's mainly having to go underground and find the appropriate amount of silk, plus being able to get some more additional iron to make a chain. Okay, that mushroom farm is sucking so bad. Do I have any extra dirt? I got a little extra dirt. So let's see here. We gotta weed our garden. One vile mushroom is multiple powder. And, yeah, I ran into a thorn anyway. So all I'm going to do here is just add some dirt and try and make this a place where little mushrooms will want to grow so that I can make some vile powder faster. Because you can buy vile powder from the Dryad when it's a blood moon, but considering I've already had one blood moon, and that was off camera, of course. Is that really 15? Okay. I'm not counting on another blood moon anytime soon. And see, we're getting normal monsters here because this area is no longer considered corruption because there's a bunch of meteorite chunks there because the meteor fell. So as soon as I can clear that, I'm going to. And I'm going to clear it by digging out from underneath it, which is a nice strategy that I don't know if it's suggested to me or I just did it myself the first time, but yeah, you don't necessarily have to have the best pickaxe in the world to get meteorite or get big items to stand on it, when you can just dig out from underneath it. So there's a bunch of stuff that died here. Now this is where it's going to get a little exciting, I guess, because I've got to clear out a small hole for me. And this is just to form my arena last time. All we're going to do is just pop up here, Put on some platforms. And what else? And make a few more platforms. Probably need 30 or 40. I'm going to get hit hard first. So it looks like I'm going to have to burn a potion. That's part... Oh, goodness. Your grappling hook is not a gun. And vice versa. And that's why I want to make the arena a little larger. So, fail, fail all around. I was not having these problems earlier today. So let's just go ahead and wall this off first. I said let's go ahead and wall this off first. It's asking for too much, isn't it? When I say wall off, all I mean is that hopefully stuff isn't going to be jumping up from under me at me over this way. Or at least not enough to significantly impact the boss fight. So, platform. Just one more set should be enough. And see, we're going to have a ton of guys down there this whole fight. But as long as they stay out of my face, they can spectate and watch their lord and master get destroyed by some doofus in a helmet that it says it's silver, but okay, look, we're out of the corruption now. We're high up enough in the sky. No. Okay. I think recording's still good, yeah. Gotta be careful with that windowed mode again. So here we go. Eater of Worlds Arena. So they say. So we're in the corruption. When we're down here, we're definitely in the corruption. So we want to make sure that we build this appropriately. I'm going to pre-buff and then summon. I guess I need the hammer for that, because it is a placed man-made object. So I'm actually going to unequip the magic mirror, because the last thing I want to do is accidentally teleport and panic. And then I don't need torches for this. I'm going to put up some grenades here. I do want to put torches here. Yeah, so here we go. Let's just get the worm food. And we have max life. Iron skin for health, thorns for damage, regeneration because, and the Eater of Worlds has awoken! Alright. So I'm going to try and grenade him a lot first. And you see there he is. He's big, he's bad, he's going to be coming right for me in just a second. Anytime now. Now, unlike other bosses, the Eater of Worlds actually doesn't have to be summoned during the day or night. He can come whenever. So there we go. Oh, come on. Don't you want to play? Can't you jump up that high? Wow, is he really not going to come into my arena? There we go. Yeah, you just got grenaded. So maybe that'll help. There we go. Now, as you damage this guy, he's going to be breaking off into chunks. And you see there, each chunk has like 150 or 200 something life. And once you do start to break chunks, they start to have a mind of their own. So that's where grenades are really good for this fight, because then you can just throw stuff, and it does pause him every time. And I'm taking a ton of hits here. Oh my gosh. Okay. That was actually terrible. But I did get a lot of hearts, and I did do massive damage. I think I actually managed to grenade myself a little bit. Okay, so that's the shadow scale. Guess you get those during the fight, and... Okay, so... Don't know what that was about, but... Regeneration potion saved my butt. Pre-buffing saved my butt. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm placing demonite ore? What happened to my grenades? Oh, they're wrong button. Oh, goodness, I died. I killed myself. That sucks. That's a crying shame, too, because I don't know if the Eater of Worlds is still going to be there or not, but that's why we don't always play with grenades that closely. I think he despawns as soon as you leave the area, so... Hey, look. I'm good at this game, but I'm not the master at this game, and now I'm going to have to refarm and try again, I think. Because I didn't build my house in the corruption, and once I ran through here, I'd be out of the corruption anyway. So let's just check and see. I did get a few shadow scales, so I might be able to make a nightmare pickaxe and get some meteorite and all that good stuff, but that's disappointing. Because that death is totally on me. But, yep, he's gone. So now I've got to start over and farm all kinds of stuff. So I guess that's going to be this video for now. We're going to try the Eater of Worlds again. This time I'm not going to kill myself. As we see here, Way to Fell Self was ripped out by Way to Fell Self's grenade! And oh my god, there's a Medusa head still there. So I didn't even really need what I had. But I did get some shadow scales, I did get some rotten chunks. I can actually probably set up here a pretty decent farm for stuff. So what I'm going to do here is just call this a video, set up, farm some stuff, and see how many of these guys I can kill down here, or over here, probably by knocking a hole right here. And this is just so that anytime these guys decide to fly over, I can just maybe shoot them with my gun. Yeah, that's the angle we want. And yeah, they'll just keep coming, and then I can farm everything. So, well, if it doesn't fall down a pit first. So we just gotta coax these guys over here. We don't want their fat loads to drop down the pit. So yeah, disappointing, but that's Terraria. It's not always going to go how you want, especially when you're playing with explosives. Because I was like, wow, my health shouldn't be dropping that quickly. So I need to get more mushrooms. I'm going to build another mushroom farm right here so that they grow while I'm farming. But that's it for now. Hope you all enjoyed this extended edition of the last episode, and I will see you all next time, or this time we will kill the Eater of Worlds. Or watch me blow myself up again. Take care.